The Options Millionaire stream and Bookmap co-stream every Wednesday here. Currently 10:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Central, and we're getting things kicked off. It's another boring session. We had a beautiful move bounce earlier this morning, but since then it's just been a lot of back and forth stuff that I don't really like trading. We just had a tremendous amount of volume with a nice quick dump and then bottom wick. And NASDAQ is kind of herring at it here at 29,880. S&P is doing the same. I only cut mill dead trees. It's all beetle kill spruce. I learned that from Outdoor Boys. I like it. So overall, just a back and forth day. Nothing crazy after the morning bounce. And we are looking for a move, of course, associated with volume. The daily charts in the NASDAQ are exceptionally bullish. The S&P exceptionally bullish. Exceptionally bullish. Will that start to play out today? I don't know. It looks like we have yet another bottom wick. We need to clear a 5-minute 3C, which is coming up. All remaining liquidity on Bookmap is at 30,000. Where was it? I just saw it. All the big stuff on Bookmap for NASDAQ is at 30,200. They just put on a 150-point lot up there, which is obviously much higher. We're talking 300 points higher from here. And they are going to clap that thing eventually. Either today or tomorrow, they're going to get it. Especially after that huge bottom wick. Maybe the NASDAQ, maybe the markets were kind of pinned waiting for CL inventories to close. But it looks like it wants to go. I'm in the process of getting Bookmap set back up. My apologies. When I restarted it, it some reason wiped all of my indicators. Three years to properly season birch. Man, that's a lot. Everything still looks bottom wicky on the slower time frames. Still. Still going up here. Have you tried both CQG and Rhythmic? Pros, cons, and review. Yes, I have tried both. CQG is going to get you access to Trade-Evade. I assume you mean the trading platforms like a Take Profit Trader. So yeah, that's going to allow you to trade Trade-Evade. Rhythmic is going to allow you to trade pretty much any other broker. The pros and cons: Rhythmic, customization, and options. You're going to have plenty of them, and the data feed is typically a bit more reliable. The benefit of CQG: normally all the prop firms that use that, you're going to have your results posted a little bit quicker. Onto your platforms. NASDAQ still going. What is my Discord channel? What's up, Brian? I trade in the Options Discord, Options Millionaire Discord. I'll get you the link for it. Welcome, welcome. There you go. 55 likes. What's up? What's up, Need Routine? How you doing? 29,920. Still rejecting this little pivot right here. We're just bounding between the ranges here. This is a scalper's paradise. Why the heck does Trump? Oh yeah. I don't mind slower results. I'd rather have better data. Yeah, Rhythmic, is my opinion, is a superior product between the two. What do you mean posted quicker? When you trade prop firms on Rhythmic, typically the Rhythmic data does not settle and get posted to the dashboard of your whatever prop firm you're using till the later night hours, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Rhythmic CQG data is posted pretty early, right around settlement, which is about 6 o'clock or so. So you'll see the results a little bit quicker if you're using that. Typically. Boomer book. I love it. I love it. Everybody support AK Wild Mill. It's good stuff. We have to support our own. By the way, if you have any small businesses that you own, post them in the server. Let's support each other. Let's do it. Throneofprofit.com. Hygeia peptides? You sell peptides? Did I know this? But the overall feed and flow of information is better. No, it's all, in my opinion, everything's better on Rhythmic. I prefer Rhythmic. Rhythmic is a better product. Interesting. There's so many options, a few favorites. Yes, routine. Let's see. You've got Motive Wave, R Trader, Quantower, Bookmap, multi-charts, order flow trading, vol. Out of all the brokerages, I personally use Quantower. Now, NinjaTrader is good as well. R Trader is good if you want to do mobile trading. So R Trader is the Rhythmic trader. That's pretty much the flagship platform of Rhythmic and what people use. But if you want to trade mobilely with Rhythmic, that's the way you do it, through R Trader. Quantower doesn't have a mobile app that I can, unless they've come up with something recently. So, but in terms of a desktop app, and I use Quantower, I have not tried most of those options, so I could not give my opinion for all those. But Quantower is pretty awesome. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, we still have put selling here. NASDAQ is still bouncing back up. Once we clear the upward triggers, here's the 15-minute buy, mind you. What do you see on the 15-minute? What do you see right here? Kind of looks like the legs from the robots from War of the Worlds, right? Just long, sweeping bottom wicks. Sounds like a great start. I wouldn't want to be mobile as a reason to fail in evaluation. Yep, trading mobile most of the time is no bueno. Yeah, buddy. Still bottom again. On the 15-minute, if we can get over this little 930 mark, we're going to fly. And it does look like a bullish absorption, so we'll see. The top wick. Very boring session, man. These sessions on Wednesdays are becoming boring. I blew 2 funded accounts today on a stupid tilt. I'm going to take some time off. When the tilt cycle comes, I just can't get out. Small loss became ego trading. I want to get it back, then boom. I understand, Walker. Hey, take a couple of days, man. Take a couple of days. Don't even open the charts. Mute the alerts for Discord. Shut your charts down. Take a few days. It's good to take some days when that happens. Does Quantower have a free-to-use version like TradingView? No, they don't. You do have to pay a one-time only software fee for Quantower. That was a couple of years ago, though. I'm pretty sure that's still accurate. It's a big chop. Yeah, 100%. Still a chop day, which you would know a lot about chop. Oh, man. Where's the liquidity at? Liquidity is all up. 77.85, 7,800, 77.75. I mean, up and away. But overall, light environment. 30,200 is the upside liquidity on the old Bookmap. Taking one single trade today, and that's it. Uno. Do I have any HVAC people in here? I have a question. took a short off the 1048 candle, just went long. 1038.1, 1031 now getting close to my stop. Nice. 29,874. All right, forget this. I'm going to oil. What's oil doing? Nice, beautiful bottom wick on oil. Look, here's the 3C range for oil. Once oil can get over this, boom. Keep an eye on oil. Gold, top wicking. Silver, top wicking. RTY, high volume bottom wick. Trash session. All right. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? So tomorrow we are going to start a unique experiment as we for the Bookmap people. I'm going to buy a prop firm evaluation and I'm going to let my members trade it. One trade at a time. Any system they want to trade, any product they want to trade. The only say I'll have in it is vetoing large position sizing. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. And then I'll figure out something to do with the profits if we get that far. I'll cover the cost of the evals and the funded. And whatever profits we make, we'll have a pizza party or something online, which means I'll buy all the pizza and I'll make you watch me eat it. All right, 29,860. Looking for 828. Back and forth. Still garbage price action as mid Wednesdays typically are. Nothing, man. No trades. Garbage. Garbage chop. Options are back and forth. Liquidity is light. Price action is back and forth. I just created a discount coupon for anyone who wants 20% off peptides at hygeapeptides.com. HYGEA peptides.com. Use promo code OMDiscord20. I like it. Go get 20% off of some peptides. And then after that, every Sunday night, I want you to go get yourself I want you to go get you a box of takeout containers. You put 150 grams to 200 grams of white rice on one side. You put about 200 grams of lean ground beef on the other side, with whatever sauce that you choose. And you lose some weight, baby. Go hit the gym. That's all you got to do. That's the secret. Just like in trading, losing weight is simple, but not easy. Trading is simple, but also not easy. Do you have any peptides to make us profitable? I love it. Chops get me. I'm out 2 wins, 1 losses. Will not revenge, dude. I'm glad you said that, Dave. So there are days where you shouldn't be trading, and this is one of them. Don't get sucked into people who are trying to tell you to trade this crap. This is scalping stuff, and we're not here to scalp. We're here to put on banger trades, which is 200 point, 300 point bounces or sell-offs, not 10 to 15 point bounces in top wicks and wickiness consolidation. Do we still have liquidity above? We do. But overall, it's an extremely light liquidity environment. Lower? Yeah, buddy. This looks like it. It looks like we are going to shift lower, but who knows, man. Oil is definitely tempting on the 15. Yeah, I do think oil is going to take a move here, as is gold. Right now, the S&P looks like it's going to kind of just drift a little bit lower. CL triggered? Let's take a look. Yeah. Let's go 5. So if CL can close right here, it's going to launch. And I would probably come back to 83, 89. Modus Erebus. That's right. Boring price action. There we go. CL broke over, and we have that 3C. And off we go. NASDAQ is still sliding. All right, here we go. Still bouncing. Garbage, garbage, garbage. All liquidity on Bookmap is 30,200. Up, and away. To the high side. To the high side. I wonder if they'll do that today or tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Wednesdays are slowly turning into one of my least favorite days to trade. It's always like this. Even Monday was garbage? Yeah. Who's ready for some fall weather? Some crispy 60-degree days. No humidity. Sports ball if you're into that type of thing. Love me some sports ball? Yeah, buddy. Your fall starts in about 3 weeks. Nice. Yeah. What's up, Zach? I've been away for about a month on vacation, taking a break from trading. I love it. Just getting back into the groove. How is TLT looking? TLT is getting close to the rocket ships. I'm in South Texas. Fall does not exist here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know what does exist in South Texas, though? Lots of delicious tacos. Lots of delicious tacos. That's one of the main things I miss about South Texas is going to get some delicious breakfast tacos before work. I still firmly believe there's a massive market to sell breakfast tacos in areas that don't have them. So if you're in an area that's like in the north or in the east, open yourself up a breakfast taco stand. I guarantee you'll sell out every morning. Guaranteed. As long as it's quality, of course. Not a normal taco stand, just a breakfast tacos. That's the key. $77.65. I'm in Texas. I guarantee if you open a taco stand, it'll be within 100 feet of another taco stand. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I was speaking to the markets that don't have a lot of taco stands. All right, we do have a whole crap ton of call selling. Almost $2 billion in calls sold here. So they are creeping into the call sellers environment on down. And I'm curious where they're going to go with this. Options are light downwards. Somewhere the put options are light. The calls are being sold like crazy. Man, just awful day. They do routine, they do, but it's not nearly as good. Yeah, obviously. 60-minute chart on the S&P here shows a lot of resistance in the 77.90 area. That is your trigger to blow through it to get up to the 8,000 mark. Michael Burry has said that Berkshire Hathaway is no longer attractive without Buffett at the helm. CL so far is the most quality setup of the day here. Clearing through the highs and going. Retest 2. Gold still holding up here at the top. But other than that, man, extremely choppy session. We need some more of that VIX at 20, 25. We don't need this VIX at 14 crap. I thought we would dump after the close under 850. Not a good sign for lower. Yeah. I mean, look at the base here, 29,850. It's just bouncing, holding, very slow, holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty, still second down. I thought, yeah. 1.8 billion calls sold. 318 million puts purchased. I lived in Phoenix for about 3 years. I'll never forget those summers. Our winters lasted 5 months. But I swear it's better here. You have to do snowboarding. Yeah. I prefer the cold over the heat. Extreme heat is no bueno. Yeah, I can dress for cold. I can get in front of a big fire. There's only so much you can do. Like even in like extreme heat, you jump in a pool, it's like bath water. So it's like, nah. You can only take off so many clothes. At which point the police start getting called. All right, we have some liquidity coming on at 77.55. A little bit at 77.55. Your trigger levels are based on support, resistance levels, or levels. They are based on higher highs or lower lows. So the whole concept of the market is that if we're looking to go higher on the market, it's got to at least close a short time frame higher high. There has to be a character of the order book to start accepting higher prices. In a downtrend, the market is not cheap enough. So the market has to drop down to find inventory at lower prices so they sell. Meaning you can't start to buy until the market starts to buy up, until it's now low enough where the larger inflow starts to come in. So you start to see volume, which AKA large buy orders. You start to see the price head higher and hold higher, not pop back up and then sell back off and you get caught in a terrible trade. I mean, the market begins to accept the fact that it's going higher orders, close without another seller hitting the book, and then you go up. So to me, it's the right side of the V concept. When the market starts to bounce, I don't want to catch the very exact bottom of the bounce. I want to catch the higher high momentum. Now, there's an upside and downside to that strategy. If you are a scalper, it's a terrible strategy for you because you're frequently going to be in 20 to 30 point drawdowns on NASDAQ and, 4 to 8 point drawdowns on the S&P, which is fine because if you can await that little shakeout and the back and forth consolidation, you're going to be rewarded with frequent 2 to 300 point wins on NASDAQ and 30 to 50 point wins on the S&P because it's all about capturing the right side of the V. Nice Pine Beach, Dan. Have a good day, Betty. What are you doing? What are you hitting today? I grew up in SLC. I just got tired of the cold. I do well with the heat for whatever reason. Back day. Yeah, buddy. You doing some heavy deadlifts? You better be doing heavy deadlifts for back day. I'm sick of the cold already. I'm downsizing. We'll focus on trading, traveling. We'll let it come to Arizona or Alaska for the short summer. Alaska economy's in the death spiral. Why is that? Why is it in death spiral? Is there a tell in the beginning of the day whether we are going to trend or range? Not really. Certain setups are better for trend days and stuff, but no. Because Guess what type of cardio? What are you doing? Murder the lats this AM. I'm not sure what that means. We have so many problems it would take all day to list them. High gas prices push us over the edge. So tired of winning. Yeah, tell me about it. That's why, you know, I scoff at all these data postings. Everything. That's interesting. That's weird. I don't know, routine. I don't know. All these data postings don't point to the actual position of the economy. Everything is exorbitantly expensive. Gas prices are ridiculously high. Job market is cratering. Wages are down. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's all bad. It's all no bueno, man. No bueno. We still have put buying, call selling here. All signs point to a little slippage down into the 800s. It's just not going anywhere. I'm not really looking to trade it. We're about to call it a day here, and I'm going to go get some lunch. That's about it. $854 NASDAQ. Any final questions before we start striding out to the end of the stream here? Been an incredibly boring session. Haven't even begun to look at a trade. One trade, one win. It could be worse. 100%. 100%. SpaceX up another almost 5% after giving back it yesterday. Starting tomorrow, full port on shorting this market after open theme of the week. Uh-oh. You know what happens when you identify a pattern like that. All right, coming down to the end here, very boring. Probably one of the most boring days we've had in the past like 3 or 4 months. Terrible. What, if anything, can be interpreted from the market just stalling like this? I'll let you know by the end of the day. Right now we've got just a severe chop session. Now, the volatility has been completely stripped from the market. VIX down after such a massive run in August, one of the most bullish months, one of the most bullish Augusts we've had in 40 years, by the way. But it doesn't, immediately a lot of people are going to go towards exhaustion for selling, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, because right now there's not a lot of positioning at all for downside, long term. So there's not a lot of major put buying here. Yes, we'll probably have a little bit of profit taking at some point before we head higher, but the overall theme is up and away. It's just right now we're just taking a bit of a breather. And as tight as everything is for the bulls, the bears aren't going any lower either. So they got to close something down today to get anything going on the macro. But 100% AK Wild, 100%. All right, thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry for such a boring session. Otherwise, this is pretty common for Wednesdays, but I will see you all bright and early tomorrow morning for a fantastic session on the YouTube. And then this afternoon at about 2:30 Eastern time, we'll do our afternoon stream in the Discord. Hope you have a good rest of the session. I'm out. See you.